Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Matt Amoy, Vincent Arroyo Family Winery winemaker, and it's been a while. I'm sorry I haven't made more videos. We've been pretty busy with making wine, but now we have some time, and I thought I'd reach back out and let you know what's going on here at the winery. Yesterday we were allowed to start seeing customers back at the winery again, so that was a big change in what we've had since early December. So we are in the rose garden here where we will be doing our tastings, and we do have our crush pad in case that we need to go there for rain. So we will have tastings available. Unfortunately, they still have to be outside, and they probably will be for a little while, but we would love to see you. I'm gonna pour some Chardonnay here to taste some with you guys, see if I can get this thing to stay still. There we go. So this is our 375 2019 Chardonnay. So this is, we did them in the half bottles. I think I talked about these in a couple episodes ago, but same Chardonnay as our 750s. We put them under screw cap so it's easy to take out to park, enjoy it out on the lake or wherever you guys are drinking your wines these days. But this is, like I say, the 2019. Our Chardonnay is fruit from Carneros, so it comes down from the southern end of the Napa Valley. We barrel ferment it, and then after fermentation, about 80% goes up in a stainless steel, 20% stays in oak, and then we blend them back together before bottling. So it has a little bit of oak in the Chardonnay, but not overly oaked. You can smell the a little bit of apple, like a green apple. Lots of fruit. You have a little bit of the structure in the mid palate. I think that's coming from the oak that it was fermented in. But it doesn't smell oaky, it doesn't taste oaky. Like I say, it's under screw cap, so this is easy to pop open and drink. But we are doing well here at the winery. Everyone's working. We had been working through the stay at home. Fortunately, still making some wines. I've been blending with Mario and the rest of the gang. We just finished up putting all our 2019 wines together. And so we also sent out our standing order packets to those of you who have a standing order with us, which is our yearly allocation. So hopefully most of you have received that and are getting back to us on what you want to do for this year in terms of wine. We will be shipping that wine out this coming fall. So we take a 50% deposit now on those wines, and then the second half is charged when we ship it out or you come and pick it up. So that's what's going on there. We, like I say, are making, we just finished putting the blends together. So they're going up in a tank and then going back down into barrel as a blend. We have a new wine that's coming out that I'm going to go taste with you in just a sec, which is our 2019 Malbec, 100% Malbec. So it's kind of fun to have a new wine to work with. Unfortunately, we did lose Bodega and Nameless this year. So when we lose our pets, we end up retiring their labels. So if you have some of that 2000 or those Bodegas or Namelesses in your cellar, they'll age perfectly well. But we do have some 18 Bodega Nameless still at the winery. I believe we may have some 17. So if you still want some of those wines, it's best to jump on them and get them into your cellar, because like I say, we're not going to be making any more of them going forward. But again, we have our newbie, which is the Malbec, and then we also have the Melange Blanc, which is that Chardonnay Sauvignon Blanc blend that is now available as part of your standing order. So if you want to add that onto there, that's available as well. It is a chilly day here in Calistoga. We're expecting a lot of rain starting tomorrow, or actually this evening, so we will be moving our tasting over into the crush pad area for the next few days so we can stay out of the rain. But if you do decide to come and see us, we'd love to see you. Go online, book an appointment, or you can give the winery a call, and we'd love to see you. Definitely bring something warm to wear. It is winter, but we are back in business and pouring some great wines, and hope to see you. So that being said, I'm going to have another sip of this Chardonnay, and then I'm going to head back and grab a Thief, and we're going to go check out the 2019 Malbec. Okay, welcome back everyone. I'm here on the crush pad. We actually came at a great time because we are just about ready to put the Malbec up as a blend. It's still 100% Malbec. The way we make our wines here, as I've probably said in previous videos, but all of our lots are separated by block for the first year. So on the 80 acres that we farm, we probably have about 40 different wines. And a block could be a half acre, acre, different size pieces. But like, for instance, the Malbec that we're going to taste here, we have 2 blocks. We have one that's across the street from the winery, and then one's at our Grand Street Ranch, which is down the road. And so when we wait for that first year to see what the oak is going to do to the wine, and then once we let that year go by, we'll sit down and taste these two different blocks of Malbec and see what kind of blend we want to put together. We're going to keep it at 100% Malbec, but it could be 2 barrels of the Grand Street and 8 barrels of the Albright, or different components. So it just depends on, after sitting down and tasting those with everyone that works here at the winery, we make that group decision on what the blend is going to be. So right now they're still unblended. You can see here, it says this is the Malbec GS. It's kind of upside down there, but that's the Grand Street barrel. And then over here is the, let's see how I can get that in there, is the, come on, the AL label. Oh, there it is. Okay, there. Malbec AL. Sorry, cameras is not my forte. But let's go ahead and try the GS first. So let's go we have our little trusty wine thief. This is what we use to get wine out of the barrel. And so we're going to do the GS first. So you can see there, we're going into the barrel, pulling wine out, put it in the glass here, and we're going to try the GS. Unfortunately, we can't have our barrel tasting this year, so I know a lot of you look forward to that each and every year, where you get to taste out of the barrel like what I'm doing here. With COVID, we can't see big groups of people, so unfortunately the February event that we typically have is on delay for possibly until next year. But let's try this GS. It's dark plum, maybe dark fruit, cherry. It's very big. This vineyard here is probably about 20 years old, so it has been growing on the Grand Street Ranch for quite a while. We don't get a lot of fruit off that vineyard, so the plants have less grapes on them, so we get high concentration. So I think that's where a lot of that fruit flavors we're getting from. This is in a French oak barrel, so I could still smell a little bit of that vanilla flavor that we get off the French oak. But it's definitely some really good fruit on that GS. So let's go see what we have on the AL. Okay, so this is going to be some Malbec AL, which is Albright, stands for Albright, which is the ranch across the street from the winery. You can see it's a very good color. It's a beautiful wine, very nice and clean. This must be, yes, a newer barrel. I can smell the oak a little stronger in this particular wine. This doesn't have the fruit. It's more tannin on this one, so it's grabbing my tongue. I can feel it going to a good finish on the back. And so this is, it's definitely different. And these two vineyards are probably about a half mile apart from each other, so not too far, but definitely different ground. I think the GS is more river rock, because it's right off the side of the Napa River, whereas the Albright is more clay, which is across the street. So that topography in the ground that it's growing in makes a big difference in the flavors that we're getting out of these wines. And I believe that when we did sit down to taste these two wines, a couple weeks ago, we made the decision that we were going to do a 50-50 blend. So I think we did a total of 12 barrels. So I think the 6 barrels of the GS and 6 barrels of AL was what we put together. So it's still 100%. I think they both really play off each other really well. And the nice thing of being able to blend is that you can take great components from different blocks and put them together. I think here at Arroyo, we're really fortunate to have the number of blocks that we have of grapes. I mean, I joke with people that it's like having the 64 crayon box of Crayola. You have 64 different colors to paint with when some wineries only have the 6-pack. So I think, like we say, we're very fortunate to have the variety we have here, and that is been great. So I'm going to finish this here and then finish up with this presentation. But again, I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy at home. we are here and we would love to see you. So if you can get out and see us, book an appointment and come on down. Like I say, we are now back open for outdoor tastings, and we will hopefully stay that way for a while. And hopefully most of you are working hard to get your vaccines so we can all get back to some sort of normalcy soon, and back into the barrel room and do some barrel tasting like we normally do. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and cheers.